Alright, so to continue, I'm just going to tuck this guy away just to get it a little more clear here. Alright, so for upbringing, you have the Prince of Swords. So it looks like, for me, the Prince of Swords is trying to make something happen, but having some struggles and difficulties with it, possibly in that mental area, you know, like just trying to wrap your head around it, but maybe not having full support with it, so you're kind of struggling with it a little bit. This could even refer to, obviously, like a person that maybe is restricting you just a little bit from being able to do what you're really wanting to have, like, be able to do. So kind of controlling you in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, and it kind of brought you a little bit of sadness and sorrow, a little bit of hurt, possibly. Something that's kind of stuck with you a little bit. Now, in terms of health, we have here is the High Priestess. So definitely looks like things are doing very good for you in terms of, this could be very well a mental health. It doesn't really show so much for me as a physical health. The High Priestess is more of like this all-knowing that everything is okay. You're kind of on the two sides of things. So you kind of have that spiritual connection as well as that material connection with your body, with your soul, with understanding yourself in a very deep level, where not a lot of people, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are like that, but the average Joe isn't. So I find that very interesting, you know, to be in that health position for you, and it's coming through here. So that's very cool. Now this is also interesting. In your position of work, you have the Empress card. So I think that's very much a sign of spirit kind of saying, you know, at this time, and I think you kind of know too, that at this time, as far as work goes, you know, you're being a mom, you're being a nurturer, and helping other people, you know, helping your son grow and blossom into this flower. This is one thing that I didn't mention in my intuitive part. I kept seeing these pods under motherhood, and it was like, and here I'm being focused to it again, like with the flower. And basically, it's like this nurturing of this pod, this seed, to be able to grow into its own being. So right now, you're helping your child grow. So for love relationship, we have the star here. So that's that. You know, all your hopes and dreams, very much a happiness and peacefulness in terms of relationship, bringing peace to one another, having a connection with spirit and bringing it all together. So I'm not sure if maybe your partner, if you're with someone, is also very spiritual, but you're definitely like incorporating that together. And if not, then if you're not with someone, then I definitely see it as just being comfortable in and with yourself as far as spirituality goes, and as far as like in terms of having a relationship, you're just comfortable right now and at peace. So for transition, and this is shadow work as well, we have the Hermit. And the Hermit for me is always like, you know, bringing light to different matters, kind of seeing things possibly from different angles. But it's also this time of, you know, inner reflection and time for yourself to be able to kind of reflect and do shadow work, to be able to, yeah, bring light to different past events as well. But, you know, within that, you obviously need that time to self-reflect, and you need that time, alone time, to be able to do that. So in terms of transition period, you know, it is definitely important for you to find that time, that alone time, to recharge and re-energize and to reflect and grow. For spirituality, definitely, you know, a lot of emotional abundance and happiness there in terms of spiritual practice for you. It's also a way of getting out with others and coming together with others and celebrating with others. So it's definitely an area of group work and sharing like-minded aspirations, like-minded values and interests. So for your life purpose, you have Dominion here. Now, this is the Two of Wands. In the Rider-Waite version, I've always seen the Two of Wands as expanding kind of like your business and creative potential and doing that planning work and yeah, just kind of like growing with it. Now, with the Dominion on that, I kind of see that it's kind of showing like a little bit of a blockage possibly in being able to fully grow. So you have like maybe some obstacles, and that could really be almost like that mountain, climbing the mountain to being able to reach your absolute full higher self. So it's kind of like climbing with a little bit of struggle, but it's planning and being able to overcome those obstacles and having that perseverance to be able to dominate in a sense and to be able to make it happen for yourself. We learn through our trials, you know, and difficulties. That's a huge part of growth. So, in terms of relationships with others, we have the Magician card, or Magus. So this is definitely like starting a new adventure, maybe meeting other different people, using lots of different tools. I kind of almost see this as your spiritual practice as well, possibly like that Wiccan area, you know, where you're using lots of different tools to cast circles, that kind of thing. So definitely getting out with others and being able to use those spiritual tools with them and socializing with other people who are like-minded and kind of like exploring with them and kind of starting this new adventure with them. I just keep getting fixed on his expression of total happiness as well, and joy and glee, and like just looking at all the different possibilities where you guys could explore. So for what you need to know is basically if you feel like you have a certain set direction, to just kind of, and we've got the Prince of Wands, so Wands being that business area as well, fire, passion, creativity. If you know where you want to head, it's definitely a card of movement, so moving in that direction. You know, start off that new business or put in that application, you know, into that certain job that you're really feeling pulled to do, and just letting yourself really shine. Don't be afraid of the spotlight. It's just a card of basically saying, here I am, you know, I'm just starting out at this, but you know what, this is what I love to do, and just showing that passion and joy for what you love. You know, people will be drawn to you. So I'll just make sure I kind of touched on everything here. Yep, I think so. So this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it and it is helpful for you. And yeah, you take care. Okay, bye-bye.